Hey guys, it's MugenLord here, and I'm back again with another discussion video. And today I want to talk about Final Fantasy, one of my favorite RPGs. And today we won't be talking about the Final Fantasy VII Remake, which I will have a later discussion about that in the future. And no, we won't be talking about Final Fantasy 15, which will be releasing next month. I will save that for another discussion as well. What I want to talk about in regards to Final Fantasy is Final Fantasy 14 Online, Final Fantasy 14 A Realm Reborn, which is an amazing game. I've been playing the Final Fantasy Online series since way back in Final Fantasy 11, back in when I was in 11th grade. And I must say, Final Fantasy Online has pretty much been my first MMO experience playing, an MMO, in a big virtual world with other players. And I had so many great times, and I met so many great people, and had so many great adventures with playing with other people and playing with my friends and my family and everything. And now Final Fantasy 14 is here, and it's been around for 2 years because the first incarnation of Final Fantasy 14 pretty much failed. It bombed real bad, and Square Enix had took the time, and they really want to please everyone, because from what I read, Final Fantasy 14 was pretty much the nail in the coffin. If they didn't get Final Fantasy 14 right, it was pretty much going to be end of the Final Fantasy franchise, and it was going to be devastating. It was going to have a devastating effect on Square Enix themselves as a company. So they really went back to the drawing board, did some more research. They looked at today's current MMOs, or they more so looked at World of Warcraft. They went back, fixed it up, and when they came back with Final Fantasy 14 A Realm Reborn, they took the internet by storm. The MMO community loves it. The Final Fantasy community loves it. It's a very good game. And if you guys haven't tried it out yet, I advise you to try it out. I just started last year, and I've finally made it with my brothers and a few friends of mine. We finally made it to the Heaven's Word expansion pack. So what I want to talk about today is that Square Enix a couple weeks ago had announced a new expansion pack, which will be coming out the summer of 2017. And the name of this expansion pack is pretty much called Final Fantasy XIV StormBlood. And I'm really excited for it, even though I haven't really even completed Heaven's Ward yet. I'm at the very beginning of it. But to know that another expansion pack is coming out next year, it means more content. And it means more classes. It means a whole lot of things, and I'm really excited for it, which means I have a lot of work to do. Me and my brothers and I, we have a whole lot of work to do. So I want to go to the website, because on Polygon, they had an interview, going to details about this new expansion pack and what to look forward to. So pretty much in the article, Toshida, the director behind this, had provided more detailed expansion pack, and it will pretty much take players into a new world known as Alamigo. This nation has been ruled by the evil Garlean Empire for decades, so players will pretty much attempt to liberate Alamigo, but some people may not want liberation. And that's the thing about Final Fantasy A Realm Reborn. This is what I like about it. It's the story, it's the lore, it's its characters, and the world that you're journeying in. And it's very vast, and you very much involved, and you're interacting with these characters. And I end up falling in love with these characters. I want to have, it's feel like I have like a personal relationship with these characters, through my avatar. And that's the thing about most MMOs that I wasn't really feeling back in the day, like Dragon's Nest or even Phantasy Star. Even though Phantasy Star is my favorite game, I really didn't invest my time and my efforts in the story. And I think for most people, when they play MMOs, most of the time people don't play for the story experience. Most people play for the social aspects, the raiding, the grinding, and in regards to all that when it comes to MMOs. But Final Fantasy 14, Square Enix was able to pretty much blend all of it together. You get the MMO experience, and you also get that Final Fantasy experience, that Final Fantasy storytelling. And that's what I really love about this Final Fantasy Online, is the story. The story is really good, and I always look forward to see where the story is going to take my avatar next. So now, knowing that we're going to have some more storytelling, and we expanding on a land that we already pretty much visited back in the Realm Reborn and also Heaven's Ward. Now we're revisiting, but this time it's going to be more expansive. You're going to find more about the people of Alamigo. So I'm really excited about it. And of course, with this expansion pack, there's been rumors, and everybody's been speculating, will we get some new classes and everything. And like what Yoshida was pretty much saying is that he at the conference, he was wearing a Marvel shirt, and he said he was pretty much saying that the shirt was pretty much the example of what to look forward to, or what to expect. And on the shirt, he had a picture of Scarlet Witch, which is a Marvel character. So many people are speculating that maybe we might get Red Mage in this new expansion pack. And other people is also expecting that it could be Dancer, because if you look at the trailer, you see two characters fighting. One of the characters look like Monk, like a beefed up monk with extra skills. So the land in this game could be more on like a Middle Eastern or more like an Asian type of like settings, a type of mood if you look at the trailer. So we could have Dancer, it could follow more on the whole lore with monks, or we could be getting Samurai. I'm really if we get Samurai, I'm going to lose my mind, because back in Final Fantasy XI, Samurai was one of my main jobs. By the time I stopped playing Final Fantasy XI, I finally maxed out my Samurai to level 75, and I enjoyed the hell out of that class. I was a Samurai warrior, so to see Samurai return, I would love that. I would go right back to that, because currently I'm a Dark Knight and a Paladin. Well, Paladin is my first, and then my secondary class is Dark Knight. And right now, from what I read right here, is saying that the level cap will climb from 60 to 70, and I'm currently at level 54, I believe, yeah, 54 Paladin and a level 52 Dark Knight. So I definitely need to get to work. This expansion pack is coming by next summer, so I know I can probably get pretty much a lot of stuff done by the time the expansion pack come out. But this trailer looks amazing. I love the artwork. I love what's going on. The action is fast paced, and they're putting a lot in it. And there's a lot going on in here. There's a lot of hints to what to expect. And from another thing that we also discovered in this, as far as gameplay is concerned, they were saying that also there's going to be a huge overhaul to skills. Certain skills will be shared by roles, such as tank or healer rather than jobs. Yoshida also promised that unused ineffective actions will be reassessed and either changed or removed from the game, period. So the changes to the skills will include a user interface update to better indicate how much time is left on skill cooldowns. So he's really putting a lot of time and effort into this new expansion pack. And also too, a lot of people were saying that Final Fantasy 14 will no longer be playable on the PlayStation 3. So a lot of gamers are really excited about it, because now the PS3 can't hold the game back as far as graphics and power now. So the PC and PS4 can pretty much push the envelope with this game as far as graphics, gameplay, extra gameplay mechanics that they couldn't do before because of the PS3. So whoever were PS3 players can no longer enjoy this experience with the PC and PS4 players. So I can't wait to see what's going to happen with this expansion pack, what classes are coming, and I really need to get to work. It's been a few months since I've played because I've been busy. You notice that I've been doing things at the studio, and of course a lot of Mugen content be coming back, so I finally returned to the scene of gaming and Mugen. So this fall I'll be back in Final Fantasy 14, and we'll be doing Let's Plays. If you guys haven't checked out my Final Fantasy 14 Let's Play intro, check it out, and hopefully you guys are also playing the game. I would like to join up with you guys. I can't remember what server I'm on, but in the link in the description I may have the server that I'm currently playing on, but I can't remember off the top of my head where I'm at as far as server. But before I close out, I just want to just leave your comments in the section below what you feel about this new expansion pack. What classes are you looking forward to? What gameplay changes would you want Square Enix to implement in this game? And oh yeah, almost forgot too, they're also going to be adding NPC players that can join your party as well, kind of like how Final Fantasy XI did near the end of his life. So I'm also looking forward to that as well, see what they do with that gameplay mechanic. But as I was saying, leave your comments in the comment section below. If you have a topic that you would love for me to discuss, let me know as well. This is MugenLord, signing off.